Hey everybody. A lot of people don't know Sports Illustrated came out three different times, three different iterations. First in January 1936, that's Mr. Wally Kilray of the Detroit Red Wings on the first cover. Red Wings went on to win their first Stanley Cup that year, repeated the next year, first American team to repeat. This is Ralph Beard of the University of Kentucky on the very first cover of the second iteration, came out February 1949 for only 5 issues. Kentucky went on to win the NCAA championship that year and won it the year before that. And this is the third and final iteration we all know today. It came out August 16th, 1954. And just before that, they came out with two dummy issues. This is the first dummy of a crowd at a college football game. This is a golfer at Pebble Beach. And this is pretty cool. This is a letter Time Life came out with on March 10th, explaining their idea for a weekly sports magazine. So the first cover from 1954. This is Eddie Matthews of the Milwaukee Braves at the plate. Catcher Wes Westrum for the New York Giants, and Augie Donatelli at ump. So this is a night game at Milwaukee Stadium on June 9th, 1954. The New York Giants won that game 4-0. Johnny Antonelli was the winning pitcher. Hall of Famer Warren Spahn was the losing pitcher. Eddie Matthews was the only player to play for the Braves in all three cities, Milwaukee, Boston, and Atlanta. Eddie hit 47 home runs to lead the majors the year before this. And being young and a slugger and all the buzz around him is, I get the idea that's why he got the first cover of Sports Illustrated. So Eddie was the sixth member and second National Leaguer to enter the 500 home run club. He hit 512. He hit 299 home runs in the 50s. Third only to Duke Snider with 326 and Gil Hodges with 310. Mickey Mantle, incidentally, had 266 in the 50s. But Eddie Matthews came up in 52. So Gil Hodges and Duke Snider had quite a few more at-bats than Eddie. And Mickey Mantle had like 100 more at-bats as well. So if my math's correct, Eddie had more at home runs per at bat than any other player in the 50s. So there was 5 Hall of Famers on the field that night. There was Eddie Matthews, Hank Aaron, and Warren Spahn for the Braves, and Willie Mays and Monty Irvin for the Giants. Eddie Matthews and teammate Hank Aaron teamed up to hit more home runs than any duo in baseball history. They hit 863, and Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig hit 859. Eddie Matthews hit 30 plus home runs in 9 straight seasons. He retired in 1966. The Braves retired his number 41 in 1969, and he was manager of the Braves the night Hank Aaron hit number 715. So Eddie Matthews was quite a stud. If he had played on the New York Yankees, he'd be much more of a household name. So Wes Westrum, he was the second, the catcher for the Giants that night. He went on to become the second ever manager for the New York Mets, replaced Casey Stengel. And he played more games at catcher, 902, than any player in New York Giants history. Augie Donatelli was a bona fide war hero. He was a tail gunner for a B-17 and flew 18 missions over Germany and got shot down in the first day raid over Berlin. Incidentally, I'm pretty good friends with Augie's son, Pat, and lives in my city. And him and this fellow named John Bacchia, who they worked at This Week in Baseball together, collaborated on a book about Pat's dad. Really good book. Make a great movie. So Augie spent 15 months in a POW camp. He had broken his ankle when he bailed out of when he got shot down in his B-17. And when he was in the POW camp and all the boys were playing baseball, softball actually, I believe, because of his ankle, he umpired. And when he got back to the States, he decided to go to umpire school with his GI Bill. And he got called up in record time. So this is the mailer that the very first Sports Illustrated went out with. And because everyone came in this mailer, no first Sports Illustrated has a subscription label. And these are the baseball cards that came in the first Sports Illustrated. So there's Mr. Eddie Matthews, Willie Mays. There's winning picture that night, Johnny Antonelli, Jackie Robinson, my favorite player, Ted Williams. So this is my reader copy of the first Sports Illustrated. So inside you got the very first fight between Marciano and Ezzard Charles. There's Rocky giving Ezzard a good shot upside the head. Rocky, of course, went on to win that fight. 49-0 undefeated in his career. And this is pretty cool. The Ford Thunderbird. This was the first year of the Ford Thunderbird. Beautiful car, two-seater. So I don't mean to brag, but I'm curious of how many people can put this this run of Sports Illustrateds together. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, and hope to see you again.